Hello, everybody. We have another Cooperation with very interesting guy. So, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
So, tell us, please, what is your name and how we can find you on Steam blockchain?
Okay, yeah. Well, you can find me under EFT now, EFT now, which is the name that I'm now stuck with on the Steam blockchain, as we all are when we started out with our business names. But in fact, my name's Sam, and I talk about all sorts of subjects, not just EFT, which is tapping. So, and do you, is it Mr. Money, or can I call you Clicks?
Clicks. Clicks or clicks money is the same. A lot of
Okay,
people call me Clicks, and some people call me even Clicksy.
Clicksy, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
where are you from, by the way?
Right. Well, I'm in Spain, is where I live. I originate from the UK, and we've been in and out of Spain for the last couple of years, really. So we're in the south of Spain, beautiful area, love it here, and yeah. So that's where I'm
Yeah.
reporting from right now.
Usually Spanish people have a very interesting and quick music.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
absolutely. Yeah.
fiesta, fiesta.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's pretty much an excuse for a fiesta just about every week here. So
Yeah,
there's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a pretty lively place.
yeah,
Life goes on very late.
it's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us please, when did you join Steam blockchain and how did you find about it?
Well, I found out about Steam blockchain. If you look at my account, it's 25 months old. And so I had an account. I found out about it from the Dollar Vigilante, Jeff Berwick, and I did nothing with that account until last December. So I've actually only been posting for 7 months. So I just think, well, if only I'd been getting involved 25 months ago. But however, I'm really pleased that I started using it on 7 months ago because it's been an amazing journey. And I was rekindled by an excellent Steemian called Mark Whittam, who did a talk on cryptocurrency and Steam right here where I live, and as a result, a lot of people in this area are now Steemians, and there's people doing great things. I know some people who are living in trucks and they had very little money, and now they're on Steam and they are, they're doing really well. They're able to create,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a good source for themselves. So yeah, absolutely love it.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Can you tell us why you didn't post? So you joined a long time ago, but you didn't post anything.
It the reason is because I didn't really understand it. I was focused on my business and it was always, oh, this will be something, a little thing that I do on the side sometime. And my thoughts were, how can I, like with most social media, how can I use this to promote my business? It didn't occur to me that it's a whole totally new way of integrating, creating communities, and you know, really creating the content that I want to create rather than what I was always already doing, which I found to be a hassle and a chore. But I love creating on the
Yeah,
blockchain.
good. So, what
Yeah.
make that change to you to start creating and using Steam?
I finally pulled my finger out of my ass and did it. Basically, it was December. And I'd just seen Mark's talk about a month before, and I'd been meeting him again, and I saw he was doing really well, and he was really positive about it. I really enjoyed his talk, and I thought I'm gonna have a go at this and see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
and wow, is it a journey when you actually? It's like an evolution of your mind, isn't it? When you get on here.
yeah, of course, of course. And I'm happy about you. You are now very successful. You are doing very well now.
Yeah, it's really kicked off in the last month or two. So I think if you put in 5 months of good effort on here, and you will see rewards during that time, but then it just seems to really snowball when you get past a certain amount. So I'm really excited about
Yeah.
all the bits and bobs I'm up to on here.
Yeah. So what do you think about the whole system, the Steam blockchain?
Well, I mean, it's great. I'm very positive on it. Is it the end result? Is it where we go? Is it the ultimate? Then no, there'll probably be new evolutions that happen in the future. But the blockchain can evolve as well. It can change in all sorts of different ways. I love the dApps. I think for me, when I found Dtube, that was a big shift, because I find creating videos a lot quicker and easier than writing blogs. So I could get some good content out there in an hour rather than taking several hours to write a blog. When I found DSound, that was great because I used to run a podcast before, and so it was great to be able to do that as well. And yeah, now I love SteamPress, which is enabling me to re-engage with my WordPress website and create articles with two purposes: one to go to my mailing list, and one to go out on the Steam blockchain. Same article happens at the same time, and it's bringing people on board. And people have actually been asking me for coaching on how to use the Steam blockchain. So it's now something that I offer to my clients as well when I'm helping them with their emotional blocks. A lot of them have got issues with their work. And so I'm offering them this new opportunity to create an income for themselves in much more of a fun and interesting way. So yeah, I mean, I've only got good things to say about the Steam
Yeah.
blockchain, really.
Yeah, it's good. So you look at it like a business now, yes?
Do I look at it like, well, it's a mixture, isn't it? I mean, we're all on here because we got drawn in by the money,
Yeah.
but actually you find that the communities on here are great. I'm doing comedy. I've just put my first comedy entry in. I talk about all sorts of things not related to my business now. You can have a real laugh on here, and this content that I would have been creating, Facebook would have been making profit out of it or something, and now that is being maintained by me. So it's hard I don't really think of it as a business, but it's an investment of my time, and it is, and it's great to see it growing rewards. So yeah, it's a funny mix, isn't it? It's a new paradigm. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a new paradigm that we haven't had before, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, something maybe better than business. Maybe in the future it would be like
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I did a podcast the other day about the end of work, and there's a futurist called, what's it called, Buckminster Fuller, and he predicted that there would come a time very soon where only 1 in 10 people would actually have to work, and they'd be the people who really wanted to, because of automation, and the other people would be. There's no need for this Malthusian thing that people have to work, and in fact, now we've got that situation where we don't need governments to provide a minimum income anymore. If you've got creativity, you can create on this blockchain. And also you can consume, you can comment and earn money from commenting as well. So all your social interactions can create rewards, which is cool. And there'll be new ways along as we speak, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that we are rewarded by doing anything on Steam blockchain. So you comment, you get rewarded. You share pictures, you get rewarded. Share video, you make rewarded. I don't know, do anything on Steam blockchain, you will get rewarded. So
Well, yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so let's move to you. Tell us about your skills and things that you do well in your life.
Right. Okay. So I'm a dad, and I'm really interested in parenting. So I think I've got a great family and relationships, and I've created a life where yeah, my work and life is very interesting. So before I got onto the blockchain, and I still do a lot of this, I help people to release their trauma, their limiting beliefs, and create a life that's more in line with who they are rather than what they've been told they have to have. So a lot of freedom, helping people to release emotional blocks and create a new life for themselves. And I love doing that. And Steemit's added a new level to that. What I think I'm really good at on here is creating vlogs and podcasts. So I'm very comfortable just speaking straight to the camera. Can normally get what I want to say out in one go without blah, 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 and all that. And I know a lot of weird shit as well. So I've really enjoyed, for example, the conversations I've had with Boba Fett. And yeah, so I just love the fact that you can put knowledge out there and it seems to evolve. So man, we're learning so much stuff on here, aren't we? And I just love, being involved with the communities as well. I found it's a great way to find people that you can connect with. Very lucky where I live now. There's lots of unusual and interesting people around, but on Steemit, it's just full of them. So
yeah,
connecting.
So, tell us about the D files. What is D files, and what are your goals, and what you do there?
So D files is it's a roughly weekly show that I do with Boba Fett, and we met in the Dtube Daily channel on Discord, and I saw that we had some interests in common. We both used to speak at truth events in our respective countries, so I got in touch with him and I said, "Do you want to do a slightly tongue-in-cheek, funny talk about unusual subjects, and we'll do it and see how it goes?" And so the aim of it is to just really we start with some sort of philosophical question or something about what's going on in the world, and we just go off on a tangent, and we always end up discussing all sorts of crazy stuff. And we've been going on for about 4 months now, as you know, because you actually won our competition last week, which is how we've ended up in this conversation. So but the intention of it is, well, number one, to have fun, and number two, to spread some knowledge and get people to question maybe some of their beliefs about reality.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You also support a lot of communities. I saw you. Thank you very much, by the way, for delegating to our little community, Cooperation. And I saw you are also delegating to other communities and people. Yes.
I have got a couple of delegations out there, and I'm also following a couple of curation trails. So I'm in Dtube Daily. I think I've delegated to them. I'm in the Steemit Mastermind group, SMG, which is another small community, but it's a great community. I learned a lot in there. There's a lot of people with interesting knowledge about how to use the blockchain. So that's a good one to get involved with. And I'm in Tribe Steam Up as well, which is a community of free thinkers, people who are into healing, people who are into discussing subjects around anarchy and voluntarism, and all aspects of freedom, really, which that's put together by Kenny. He's Kenny's Kitchen on Steemit, and it's a closed community, but so it's not like free to join necessarily. They do occasionally add people, but what it does is it supports the authors of this kind of content with a strong delegation that it's got, and it's a really great trail to follow if you want to get some good curation rewards. So, and also if you're interested in information on healing, holistic health, and alternative views. So those are the main ones that I'm involved with at the moment.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be involved in so much communities and to support other. It's like the best thing to do in Steem blockchain.
It's brilliant because you can automate some of your voting, and it means you get some automatic rewards back as well. So it's win-win for everybody. Highly recommend if you're not using your steam power effectively. So if you're not regularly voting yourself down to about 70-75% vote power, then you should be definitely finding a community that you resonate with and dropping some, either delegating to them or following a curation trail or a mixture of both, so that, you know, people are being rewarded with what is actually the money that you can give away for free, so you can be generous without it actually costing you anything. So don't waste your steam power. That is a really important thing. Make sure it's out there if you're not manually voting.
Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. Yeah, but in Dcooperation we do just manual votes, and I even spent a few hours in day to do them because it's not that easy. I like to be
No,
fair to all the people. Yeah,
sure. Well, I
like
think, you know,
manual
at the
votes.
moment,
What?
Dcooperation is a nice small community, and so that manual voting works very well in there. But you don't want to be spending 10 hours a day doing it if it
No,
grows.
not hours. About 2 hours like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but it's okay. It deserves that. It's for the community. I like it. I
absolutely.
have fun doing
Yeah,
that. And when you do
cool.
that, you find a lot of interesting content and interesting video, interesting new people also. Okay,
Absolutely.
the last question is about the tips. What are the tips you can give to all Steamians and to deep tubers to grow?
Right. Okay. Yes. Well, the first one is what I've just said. Make sure your steam power is being effectively used. So if you're not manually voting regularly, get onto some communities and enable them to do it for you. The next one is make full use of the D apps, so the decentralized apps. So make sure you're finding the ones that work for you. I like Dtube, I like Dsound, I like SteamPress. But they, you know, if you want to do photos and stuff, get on SteepShot. There's D Live as well, which I want to do some live broadcasts, but you know, there's only a certain amount of time. Um, they also, and you can also use that one for your videos as well. So find the one that you prefer or use both. And what else would I say? Definitely get on Discord. If you're not on Discord, getting involved in communities, then you're not really living Steemit, because that's where the fun really and the engagement really happens, and you actually build networks on here. That's really important. In terms of content creating, be consistent. So I don't do a DTube video every day, but I reckon I get 5 out a week. And so I think just make sure that you are just always posting and getting involved in the Discord communities, and you know, you'll get noticed, you'll get better as well. If I look back at my original DTube videos, they weren't as good as the ones I'm doing now. So it's, you could consider this a way of building skills for your life, becoming confident public speaker, becoming able to engage people in video. These are skills which are really important now if you want to be involved in any sort of digital world. So yeah, hopefully that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
love it out there.
very good tips, and especially the thing I like about Steam blockchain, it's that we are always learning. You
Yeah,
every day you find something new, you learn about it, you read about it. It's amazing. Not like before, we were spending our lives maybe learning one times a week something new, but in Steam
sure.
blockchain we almost every day learn something new.
I've got one more. It's essential. Get commenting on people's posts, upvote, and leave comments that actually mean something. So find subjects that you can talk about, and then go into people's articles and give your opinion on them. Don't give it any just of this nice post stuff. Actually get in there and, you know, talk about something they've mentioned, and you'll get upvoted. I once got an upvote which was worth $100 at the time for a 3-line comment that I left on someone's post. This was when Steam dollars were up at around $8 or $9 each. So You know, there was a golden time back there, which we will get back to or we'll go forwards to, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
even now, you know, you can still get certain people. If you go and leave, they save all their vote power for people's comments on their posts, and you can do really well. You'll also build your audience because people will read your comments and think that's someone I want to follow. So it's a really, really key part of it.
yeah. I know even some people that are earning just from commenting.
Loads, absolutely loads. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for being with us and telling your story and so much good tips and interesting tips. Thank you very much to delegate to our Cooperation. We are building community of people that want to make videos together, and we can make more videos in the future together with you or with the two or three people at
Yeah.
once. It would be very interesting. It's just like I did with the Fruit Daddy and Zaynen. We did like
Yeah.
three person directly. It was
Well,
very,
we could get you on the D files sometime, maybe as well.
yeah. It's a good idea to invite both you. You know, I will participate with you. We will be three in D5, three people.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
it's a
have a think about that.
good.
That'd
It's a
be
good
good.
idea for you. By the way, when for D files you can invite guests.
We've done it already. We had Chertsu on. We've got Valor for Freedom next week. So yeah, we do occasionally have guests on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it does add some spice, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview and an amazing speech. And I hope to see you another time.
Cheers,
Goodbye.
dude. Take it easy. See ya.
Bye.